Welcome back to the Scale Builders Guild. Hello,
Are we
everyone.
live?
Yeah, we're live. Some other
I suppose we're
guy over here. I don't know. What's up, everybody? Welcome to what is this show called? And what episode are we on?
Why are we so prepared and
why are we
and
here?
bozo? Yes.
Yeah, it's the
week
Bozo
22.
Bongo, week 22. I am tired of doing it. No, I'm not. I'm actually really quite happy about this and enjoying this show a lot.
Yes, this is good. And, with how busy the year has been, even though nobody can do anything, it's been surprisingly interesting. To us, at least. Not to anybody else.
Wow. And we do have a special guest tonight.
We do.
Yeah.
We are going to have Paul from Proline join us. We are going to keep it. There's no way
brief.
That we're going to. Yeah, he's going to be brief. Paul is busy, assimilating to the Horizon. I'm kidding.
Yeah. What is?
You wouldn't. He's
know,
diligently reading through the Horizon handbook.
He's like,
what can I say to them? What can I say to them? What can I say?
There's a lot of pages in this manual.
You're right. Thanks everybody for checking in. Florida, Kentucky, North Carolina. You're right. I did not wear a Proline shirt. I wore a Proline shirt for the Scale News. Southern Missouri.
Stillwater, Minnesota. Lapeer, Michigan. Lexington, South Carolina. Manila.
Nice.
Cool. Getting people from all over. That's amazing. Welcome. How about the Arma felony? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I like it a lot. But we'll talk about that more later after we get off the horn with Paul. Because I'm sure he's got a lot of things to say as well.
Agreed.
Sorry, I got a very important text I have to respond to. Sorry. Okay, back to the show. So we're going to talk a little bit about Proline. We're going to definitely touch on the Arma releases today, V2 of the Infraction as well.
Yes.
So that's exciting. There are a few changes on there.
I didn't get to take a look at that yet. I saw the video that you sent me of the felony.
Yes.
And watch that. Very interesting, good video.
Yep. Very good video.
No surprise.
Not by in-house at Arma either.
I saw that because I thought at the end it showed somebody else's link or channel name or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's Kitris RC. I've been following him for a little while now, and he does some very good videos. So nice. I posted his a link in the description on my Instagram page, so you can check that video out because it's darn good.
It is. Yeah. I guess I'm not surprised because no matter what, if Arma's going to let a video get out of a product, it's going to be a good version of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And from what Craig Thompson's telling me in the chat here, 80% of the parts between those two cars are interchangeable. So it's
which is
obvious.
Super.
It's really
super common for Arma. Like even the Infraction when it came out, like 80% of the parts that it used were from existing cars anyway.
Yeah.
Now, I have an Infraction that I have driven twice. But for some reason, I'm like, ooh, look at this felony. I should buy that felony.
Yeah. I am also going to be getting a felony. It's a misdemeanor, though. So, hi, Dad.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get one, too, because it looks pretty badass. I like those wider profile or wider offset rear tires, wheels.
Yeah, bigger tires in the rear, smaller in the front, and then they matched the gear ratios accordingly. Pretty cool.
Pretty smart. Pretty smart.
I'm leaving because of that joke.
Great.
3DRC says.
Excellent.
Of course, he says it in my channel, so
I'm out of here.
Yeah, like no,
I'm going over to that other channel.
I had to hear it on this one, so I don't.
Yes. Oh, RC Sparks already did an unboxing of the Felony, so that's
it's a pretty. It's very unicorn-esque. Not very. It's not a must. Well, I guess it's almost more Mach 1 Mustang than the Hoonigan Mustang.
If anything, I'd say it looks like a Camaro from the front.
Yeah, I mean it's got some Mach 1 look, some Camaro look, but I mean it's got you can have all of the unicorn blower style, velocity stacks, twin turbos, or traditional
root
you can style.
Swap all that stuff out and in. Somebody commented, because I think the Chevro Ford shirt that I do gets a lot of love. Somebody wrote, "Oh, it's the Ford Trans Am." And I responded by saying, "I think you mean the Chevro Ford Mustang." I just like Mustang. I think that sounds good. I'm gonna go with that.
Well, the body
for that in the review video.
I don't know. I think that car looks a little shorter than the Infraction.
Yeah,
it might not be, but it looks like it's shorter.
It looks shorter. Hi, Rich Trujillo. He says the show is still on? Question mark.
Yeah.
For some reason, yes, it is.
They haven't canceled us because they don't have the ability.
Yeah, Michael Lenheiser wanted to know if I had been at school today because I'm wearing a collared shirt. In fact, I was remotely working today, so
at a place called school.
Right, that's where I work. It's called school. It is not school.
Right.
But yeah, Moose Jaw, do you want that shirt? The Chevro Ford Mustang? Because I'll make it happen. Right. There was another one that somebody had suggested that was really good, but I forgot it. Anyway. Stabby Josh said, next Monthly Mayhem, Felony tractor pull.
We've talked about a tractor pull.
We have talked about a tractor pull. Indeed. I think that's one that we need to do in person, though.
I agree. Because,
it's
we
not
were like,
fun
we'll pull our Jeeps, since we both have Jeeps.
Yeah.
But
neutral.
I am dedicated to this type of situation, and I would gladly rip out the entire interior of my Jeep just to beat Matt. So.
Well, yours is a lot older than mine, so
yeah, I will gut this thing just to win.
I'll put wagon wheels on mine.
I'll have a lawn chair for a driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
It won't even look out of place where I'm working.
No. So what do you think? Should I try and get Mr. Paul on here?
Why don't you try and add Paul, and then we'll see how many technical difficulties follow.
Oh, man. 82. Doing math over here.
Are you trying to dial them in like an IP?
Why isn't it working?
Like an old hacker.
Have you ever seen the movie Hackers?
Oh, of course.
Okay, all right. So you know that's how hacking works then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 81. 81.
Remember when you used to have like several different monitors, like in those old hacking movies?
Oh yeah.
You remember Swordfish? Did you ever watch that one?
I saw that one. Yeah.
John Travolta. With all the
bloop.
Get all the things to connect.
You're getting all small and big and small and big.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey, I think he's there. Hang on a sec, Paul. I'm just pulling you up here. 1 second. Right. 1 second. And okay, that didn't work. Yes, it did. Hey, you looks like you're on a telephone of some kind.
I am on a telephone in my car.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
not driving.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, we got you all set up here. I'm just moving stuff around because it's important. There we go. I got him on. He's in. Welcome, Paul. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Oddly, Josh is slow tonight.
Yes.
I don't know if you've been following along, Paul, but we're both using, for right now, we're both using your tires to go very fast in our Traxxas TRX6s.
I heard something about an 8S and 50 miles an hour, 50 plus miles an hour, and a TRX6.
Yeah. We're working on that. At least
we're working on it. We're getting there. It's going to be fun.
That's a fast truck.
Yeah. That big of a truck, especially.
Yeah. For 6.6, that's pretty amazing. Wow.
With the weight of it all, it's a challenge for sure, and something that I'm very thankful to you guys for sending me some kick-ass tires. These Avengers are amazing. It's not a product plug, but these are really great tires. Thank you very much.
Yeah. We're pretty proud of the belted tires that we've got going on. So pretty exciting. Yeah. So come on, let's go ahead and get to the big elephant. The elephant. I know you.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I'm having a slight amount of audio issue at least. So hold on just a second, Matt.
I think I fixed it. Yeah, I'm talking now. I think I fixed it on my end. Everyone seems to say it sounds better, so I think we're okay there.
Now, Paul, hopefully you can talk.
I can hear you both perfectly. So
okay, think it's working now.
All right,
fantastic. Well,
that's always
fun.
I
just want to say real quick. I just want to say, you guys, like what you guys are doing is just above and beyond. I mean, you guys bring a lot to the RC industry by doing this, and there's so many in the community that appreciate, in the RC community that appreciate what you guys are doing. And really what you're doing is what RC is all about. It's all about having fun and pushing your imagination to the limits. And you guys just exemplify that so well. So thank you.
Well, shoot, that's great, because no one's ever told us, so that's really nice to hear.
we just keep asking for parts from people and hoping they don't say no. Like,
man, I'd love some feedback on this show, but thank you very much.
No, Paul. Again, so I guess we'll try next time too. I don't know.
That's very kind of you. We're having a great time.
Thanks for your help in the past as well, Paul.
Thank you for everything you do too. That one Monthly Mayhem we did with the short course kits that you offer, that was the Fusion. Man, that was a blast. We had such a good time with that one, and to get to do it at Proline by the Fire was amazing. And can't wait for that event to come back. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So I guess so I don't have any official news yet, but as you can imagine, being in California, COVID-19 is a bigger issue now than it has been since it started. And so the chances are not looking great. And I just responded to a few. If you go to the Proline by the Fire event page on Facebook, chances are looking somewhat bleak for us to have the event this year. I'm not going to say it's 100% ruled out, because I submitted this amazing safety protocol thing to them, and they're not used to that. And so we're going to push it up management and see if we can get it approved, but normally we'd just say no. So anyways, there's still a chance. I'll be making a final announcement on that by September 15th. So that gives everybody a full month to make preparations either way.
Yep. Awesome. I saw that date that you put out there, which is great. Like a drop dead date. Bad way to put that. I understand. But
come on.
That's nice. That we'll have a certain amount of time. But no, and appreciated that note today. I saw you post that. Looking forward to that event if it does happen. A lot, the whole thing.
Eventually.
Oh yeah.
Of course, it's going to happen eventually. We're not worried about that.
So
no.
But anyway,
but thank you for putting on that event and doing your best to make it happen. If it doesn't happen this year, fine. Just be better next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And then of course like you're saying, the element, they're the elephant in the room.
I don't know what are you guys talking about? I'm so out of the loop on this one.
That's hopefully it's all good news for you guys, and you guys have a great team there. So and you guys have been growing over this last couple of years. It seems like adding new staff, and your guys' the amount of products you guys have been releasing as of late. Yeah,
just tons of manufacturing.
The frequency of things you guys have been releasing lately has.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to pretend to have a blind eye. The comments have been overwhelmingly negative.
Right.
What?
What?
But
from all of these internet experts?
Yeah, all the internet experts with all these facts that I had no idea existed. No, the fact of the matter is that this year has been Proline's best year in the history of the company. Joining forces with Horizon is just going to make it that much better. And a lot of people, take it as you will. I know there are opinions everywhere, but I just want to say that, like companies if you look at Arma and how well they've done since Horizon has acquired them. Losi 20 years ago. We have the same team. Okay. We have the same innovative thinking. We are continuing to manufacture in Southern California like we always have. And in fact, and really, I think what we're going to find and what everybody's going to see is that we're going to have all of the great products that we have now, and we're going to be able to do even more. And the opportunities that this is going to present to us.
I'm looking forward to some Nitto tires.
Yeah, those are some of the things for sure that are gonna help a lot too.
Right.
Absolutely. And I just want to add that Horizon and ourselves, we share a lot of the same cultural values. I can't say enough good things. I've gotten to know Andy and Greg and Rich and Todd and Isaac. I could keep going on with people over there that are just amazing people. It's awesome to work with them. And now that we're actually able to work side by side, when I found out, of course, my jaw dropped. It was a shock to me. I just found out last week. And so it was definitely a shock. But, the more I've been able to think about it, the more positive that I realize it's going to be.
We had around the internet, I read that you were the one out in Illinois inking the deal at the Badlands event. No, we saw Paul out there at Badlands. He was
It must have been why he was there, obviously.
There's
only one signature that place needs. It's yours, Paul.
Right. Well, yeah, when we signed that banner, there was actually a on there.
It was a clause, actually. You're like, just sign the banner. It's just for fun. No big deal.
Right.
Right. But no, yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, the Badlands Off-Road Park, oh my gosh. You don't have to have anything off-road to go there. You can go there and in your car or rent a car or whatever. They have literally hundreds of rentals, like brand new razors, single rider, dual rider, four rider. It is a top-notch, world-class facility. I had no idea that place existed. Pretty amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So my biggest question, and I hope that you can answer this one, but are we going to get Proline flat irons in the next Axial kit again?
The next SCX10s come with flat irons again.
Yeah.
Man, that would be so cool. Well, today, if we did it today, I'm sure it would be Hyrax, right? But no, when I first came to Proline 7 years ago, which is hard to believe, it's been 7 years, but the flat irons, man, I immediately fell in love with those, and they were my favorite tire. And I ran those things for so long, just because I just loved those tires. But yeah, going way back to the Scorpions, right? The AX10, those included the original 2.2 flat irons, the smaller carcass, which I believe we just recently discontinued, and which is sad.
Yeah, end of an era.
Yeah,
end of an era. That's right.
Yeah. When did those come out? 2009, 8 or 9?
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's really great to see all of the new stuff that you guys are doing for note prep. That has really taken off in a big way.
Yeah. And just how fast you guys have just every week
new
there's
body
a new,
every week,
new body or new, just.
Well, the fact of the matter is that a lot of the guys at Proline are muscleheads, so they love the old drag inspired bodies, and the beauty of it is it doesn't really matter what you do. Like if you look at drag cars, like everything you can think of has been made into a drag car.
Yeah,
right.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked on that new Malibu. That is gets me right here because I had one.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's it's funny you say that. He probably won't appreciate me telling you this because I guarantee he's probably watching this right now. But Robert, he's a little bit younger and well, not much, but he's 10 years younger than me, and he doesn't understand the Malibu. He's like, why in the world would anybody want to make this into a drag car?
Well, Robert, I got bad news for you, dude. You got at least one sale right here. So
one of my best friends in high school, like that year range of car, like when I graduated high school in 2001, but like that year range of car was like the affordable range of like G bodies and those Malibu, like those were cars like high school kids could usually. And I just remember one of my friends had one of those, and it was just a smoke show leaving school every day, and just it's sitting on the shelf when I walk into work, and
it catches my eye every time. It really does. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, but the CUDA, man, it's hard to talk about the Malibu when the CUDA just came out, right?
I know. This is the thing. You guys got to slow down.
Some of that you're like, oh yeah. I mean, that was the Scale News this week. I was like, I had so many things to talk about. Like the new Laser Nut release was like the 7th or 8th story. And it was just like, oh yeah, that came out, but that was like some Thursday stuff. This is Monday. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but that's like 4 days old now.
We're already on to the next one. We don't need that.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things that's coming out this month is a series. It's one package, but it's going to include I think there's 4 or 5 different hood scoops that you can put on your kit. So
I saw that it said hood scoops, blowers. Hood scoops and blowers, I think is what the product page lists.
Yeah, and they're really detailed, and you can just take any one of them, and they come all together. You got to trim them out, and then you can either if you want to say if you don't want to cut the hole in your hood, you can put it on top, but really the best way to do it would be to cut a hole and then put it up through your hood.
Right.
Yeah, like real deal. Yeah.
That's what I was actually wondering. That was one of the questions I had for you to ask. Was I saw that product is listed on your guys' site now, but it didn't have any details yet. And I was wondering if they're going to be Lexan or molded, mainly because it said blowers and things like that. I'm like, are they going to mold a blower or are they going to have injection? So
if you look at so some of the examples I can give you were do you remember the Desert Eagle body that was it's kind of like basically the Octane body before it was a Desert Eagle, and then also our Baja Bug, and there's a couple other bodies. I think the Rat Rod have some really detailed motor details that are pulled in Lexan, and these are Lexan, and I think that I've seen some paint jobs that people have done with the Desert Eagle and the Baja Bug and that Rat Rod, and I think you're going to see some really cool looking stuff, and of course being made out of Lexan is probably going to drive the price down just a little bit. They're going to be more durable. They're not going to come right. So I think it's going to be really good.
Let's be fair. Most of these drag cars that we've seen always end up on the roof anyway. So I think if you're doing Lexan, it's probably a wise move.
Shooting as many, I've shot a few no prep videos now, and these guys get going so fast, and by the time they're on the edge of control, and then as soon as they hit the line, I think they just drop their controller. It's like, I'm done. Wabs up.
Yeah.
That's really great. And I guess the thing about you guys that I find so intriguing is that you're able to pivot so quickly as to what the trends are. I think that's something that a lot of companies have a difficult time doing. And to see you guys be able to jump on a trend as quickly as you do and effectively as you do is a real testament to the way that company is run.
And a big part of being, manufactured in-house.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. That's a big part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. That helps a lot, and of course, anything that we do, it's really driven by our passion for the hobby. All of us are involved in RC. We all have a RC history. Gerardo, he left early today because he had a race tonight. As we all have families, and everything, but we all have RC very close to our heart. So we pay attention, to what's happening. We listen to what's going on, and the fact that we do develop and manufacture in-house, 80% of our product, 100% of our wheels, tires, and bodies, and then like some of our housings and stuff like that. But anything that we have to manufacture overseas, of course, takes a lot longer, so it's harder for us to pivot there. But we can get tires and bodies going pretty darn fast, and with some pretty great details, and we're pretty good at having an eye for what's popular, or what we think people are going to like. If we like, I think if we
no matter
like it,
what you release, it's always going to be the wrong thing to half the people, right? Like what you should have released was
a
1991 Dodge Ram 2 double cab. That why haven't you done that yet?
Or a Nissan Xterra.
Yeah.
We're spoiling all your next product releases. Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, man. Yeah, those were both on our list.
Man, that's really good.
Speaking of that laser nut, man, I had a chance to go by El Cajon Hobbies yesterday near on the way to San Diego, if you don't know where El Cajon is, and that's where Shreddy Blake Wilkie did his little. He showed up and little hurrah last weekend, and man, what a nice shop. I met with Harrison, the owner there, and man, he's got one of those laser nut kits already, and it is very nice. I don't know. Have you guys seen it? Have you guys held it yet?
Yeah, we both got to. We both got
one.
Oh my gosh! You already have it. Okay.
Just sitting right here. No big deal.
Yeah. Okay. So you know a little more than I do. All I got to do was hold it.
They are fun.
Nice. Okay.
Loud. Yeah.
I love the app. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's a cool rig. So excited about that one.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun to drive. Just
nice.
Just been, and it's a basher like that for me. I've got some Armas, which I like, but I don't find myself grabbing that one. I think it's like, being that it's a scale truck that I really enjoy in the full size, I feel like I'm going to be more apt to grabbing it and taking it along to a place that I want to go to, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the same thing for me. It really bridges the gap between the scale world, which, I'm kind of firmly entrenched in, but also the ability to go fast and do something goofball-y. So, it's a total blast. And it'd be great to see some alternate tire options, perhaps.
Yeah.
In that size format, that would be nice.
Yeah, that's your guys' 2.2 line is, it's dwindled, probably with the market and popularity. I think right now you have the Hyrax, and do you still make the KR2? No, the KR2 was just got it quite a bit ways ago. We still make the XL Swamper. Oh, okay. And and the Hyrax. I think I want to say we have the Hyrax, and I think we've got another. We actually have another 2.2 in the works. Just because Hyrax does pretty well. I think a lot of people really dig that because
I didn't know anybody that ran that tire.
Right.
Not familiar with that one. I'll have to look it up.
The bomber guys like it,
Oh yeah.
And so yeah.
Yep, that's what I just put on mine as well.
Same.
Yeah. So but I think it's possible we might see a licensed another licensed tire coming.
Cool. That's good to know. I had a question here from a viewer. Highway to Hell, he wants to know, why do the Hyrax tires smell like fish?
That's sulfur. They're real rubber. Go out and smell your real tires.
They smell pretty much the same.
It's made from stuff that comes from under the ground.
I've got my wife with that. Even on a live video, I think once
the G8 compound is the worst.
That's the one I always buy.
I've got some G8s that haven't been opened yet. Let's have a smell right now.
See, I don't know why it doesn't bother me.
Oh, that smells great. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. If you don't, I mean, if you like that kind of stuff, it does smell good. I like smelling the tires too, but like I can see how that's the most potent. That's definitely the most potent.
Yeah, and I don't even notice. And Nicole, we were building a kit live on Friday night one night, and Matt eating tire. She was just like, "Oh, I can't stand the smell." I'm like, "Oh, these don't smell at all."
No, these smell like roses.
Yeah. Why did you fall?
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's we're glad to see that you're still in high spirits there, of course, after all the doom and gloom of the internet this week. But
man,
I just I know that you guys, everybody that's listening, I know that you guys are gonna you feel a certain way right now, maybe, but I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised with what the future holds for Proline.
I think that it's been positive for both Axial and Arma. Like, I know they got a lot of other brands. I don't necessarily have the outward, or I don't have a look at those generally, but it seems like Axial's in-stock supply has increased.
Mm-hmm.
The number of projects they've done have done well. They've come out with new platforms completely in that time frame. They've continued and expanded the Axial Fest events. The whole Cisco Grove thing was out of their control regardless.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I think that they've done well. I think they've even, they've improved things that they had the chance to, like plastic qualities. So,
yeah. I love my Capra, and I've been running that thing for a while, and it just goes everywhere, it does everything, and it looks cool doing it. That's one of my favorite things to drive right now is the Capra. So, yeah.
What are you? Is that just in the scale area, or is that mainly what you're driving now, or where are you playing?
Well, if I'm completely honest with you, I don't get to play as much as I'd like. I do a lot of traveling right now, and I have 3 little girls that I do things with. So I do a lot of painting and things like that. But they do like to go every once in a while. We like to go camping, and so when we do that, we usually take the RC cars. I still my favorite bash car is still the Pro MT 4x4. I have that's my go-to right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be a little biased, but that's the one I love.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. Those two platforms, the MT and the SC, are just so tough. Like, they were built very tough.
Yeah, I love the way it drives. I love the way that it just pulls itself along. So, but
I was there for the release of that at the Monster Truckapalooza that year.
That's right.
That was fun.
Fun time. I wish we could have followed that up, but
I agree. That was a good event though. That was that if that ever happens again, that was definitely worth the trip for us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great.
Well, listen, Paul, we know that you're busy, and I'm sure you don't have a lot of time. What's going on?
Sorry about that. I got a phone call.
No worries. Just
I
lost you on the screen.
Yeah.
But I know Matt said that you didn't have a lot of time tonight, Paul. And I imagine that has to, you're in your car. Were you already at home and you decided to go out to your car because you have 3 girls in the house and you were?
Yes. And I have really poor reception at my house, so I had to so that I would have done it from my house, but the girls, and then the car is the safe spot, but I have poor reception, so I actually just drove up the street where I know there's a really good reception. So
yeah, so we got to meet your whole family at Axial or at Proline by the Fire.
Yep,
that's right.
Yep.
All the girls helping and everything like that. It was
a lot of fun. Yeah, they loved that. Yeah. So, well, I think this was really great. I really appreciate you guys having me on. It's a lot of fun
to
about that, and
absolutely.
I like you guys were really easy on me. Are you sure you don't have anything else?
Let's see. What's going to be your new favorite car to drive from Horizon?
Well, I don't know. I really have been wanting to get into the guys at the shop always talking about 10 scale buggy racing, and carpet racing is really big right now. And that's where I started. I started with I had an RC10 back in the day, a gold pan. That was my first car. But when I was really into racing, I had a RC10 B3 with a Novak Cyclone speed controller. And I remember getting the upgrade to the Novak Atom receiver that, or not the Atom was the ESC, the FM receiver with the tunable crystals, the digitized crystals. And that was like the coolest thing ever. And then, of course, I ran Proline Square Fuzzies at the track, and that was when I was most into it. And I actually miss 1/10 buggy racing, and so I might try to get back into that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know. It consumes a lot of time, but at least have one to go race with would be fun from time to time. I was actually just down at San Diego RC Raceway just yesterday, and met with Sean down there. Man, what a beautiful facility! The indoor clay track is what they have there, and
nice.
I know I'm talking in the wrong forum about racing. But hey, the RC is RC, right? And they had products for sale in the shop, which I thought was pretty amazing. And but no, I mean, I love Proline. I love my SCX10. I still run the SCX10 too. I wouldn't mind getting an SCX10 3. But anyways, I don't know. Maybe something Arma. Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to expand your. I think they should just back the truck up with one of everything for you guys at the shop now. And
they should. Exactly. That's that's the thing that happens on day one, is that they just back up the truck and just shove everything off and go start making stuff for this.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, I can't say anything specific, of course, but there are some very exciting new products coming from Arma and from Horizon. So I think it's going to be an exciting end to this year and beginning to next year. So I will say that. So absolutely,
that's exciting. Yeah. One question that did pop up that I did want to touch on. We know that a Blake Wilkie Megalodon body is coming, since Blake is. Right. Yeah, right. It's like Cody from Laser Nut. He was like the worst secret keeper ever. He was like posting everywhere like, "Hey everybody, I was just at Horizon Hobby. By the way, there's something new
for no reason.
$479. Yeah, it costs $479 and needs a radio baton." But
I'll go ahead and confirm it. It is true, and it is looking amazing. It's going to be so fun, like just so different.
What platform is that going to be for?
I believe it's short course truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I finally need to buy a Slash then.
Yeah. Well, you've already got it for the dragster, right? Yeah. Well, so yeah, I think it's going to be fun, and I'll have to find out the specifics and get them over to you guys on what the wheelbase is and everything. I think it's 13 inches though. So
okay. Yeah. Whatever standard.
Yeah, short
course you have to use this, instead of saying Fitz tracks the Slash and tracks for no.
Right.
That's the only change to the website.
Yeah. All bodies paid for TLR 22 or other short.
That's another thing. That's another thing is we will continue to make product for Traxxas. And we will, it's more of a dealer type thing, but we will continue to supply a distribution in the way that we have been. So
you guys are going to keep fulfilling your own distribution as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
that's great.
For now anyway, nothing changed for now. So
I did see Horizon put out a nice post today, with answering some, like putting out a response to a lot of people's questions. And that was cool. So they did that this afternoon later, saying nothing is changing, still their Proline's going to continue making in the USA. And they said they were looking to expand that. So
yeah.
I guess it means you're getting a bigger office. Is that what that means?
Yeah. That exciting. Is more things made in the USA. And I think that's pretty exciting.
That's a really good thing. Really good thing.
Yep. So.
Again,
right. Appreciate it, Paul.
Paul, so amazing. Thank you for coming on. Go enjoy your family.
All right, we'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.
See you,
Thank you so much. Take it easy. Wow, that was pretty fun.
That was. I didn't have much time to look at the comments. I know everyone was saying things, and I was trying to stay somewhat engaged. And I'm sure I wasn't just trying to blow over any of your actual comments. It was.
No, that's not the case at all. It's just there's so much going on, a lot of chat coming through, and he had a limited amount of time, so we wanted to make sure we got as much time with Paul as possible. So that was pretty great. Really good to hear from him. Good to see him again. It's been a little while since I've had FaceTime with him, so that was awesome.
That's
such a great.
It guy. Is. It's always nice to see Paul. Paul is always that happy. Like
always.
Even at Proline by the Fire, which was like a super stressful event for I don't know. It feels like it's his event just because Paul is so personable. I'm sure there's a ton of people behind the scenes as well, or also helping run it. And I don't want to downplay their part, but it always seems like Paul is running that. But he was just still like that level of excited all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's hard to do.
It is. It's really hard to do. I'm just doing some subtle.
Excited while I'm on the camera.
Hey, that's not true, Josh. You're always sunshine
always
and rainbows.
Right, cheerful.
Always.
Speaking of, there was so the part of town here in Sacramento where our manufacturing facility is a rough area, I would call it.
What? It's beautiful there.
And there is always exciting things happening on the road in front of the shop. Today was no exception. Somebody in I can't even 100% say, it doesn't matter what the vehicle was, a 4-door sedan, they veered off the road somehow. And there's it's like a weird guard fence type thing. It's not like a typical one, but it's like almost like I-beams with poles between them. They hit one of those, folded it over, and they got the car stuck on top of it. And the tie rod broke on one side, so the tires aren't going at all the same way. And these people look very under the influence of a controlled substance.
Oh dear.
So somebody pulls up, they're trying to bail all the stuff into the car. They take off the license plates of the vehicle, and we're just like sitting out there watching them. Like our 60% of our shop is just out there watching. Just like, wow. They leave, then they come back with a tow strap to try and pull it off of this thing. And the girl's mom shows up, and it's a big yelling fest in the middle of a 45, 55 mile an hour road. Anyway, I was filming, of course, because that's what I do. Anyway, and the girl got so mad at me looking. She's like, "What are you?" And she starts pointing the camera back at me, and I just went right. And I said, "What's up, everybody?"
Like you were doing a YouTube live. Yeah, amazing. Exactly. That's so good.
Don't point a camera in my face.
I'm trying my best to fix you. You're really super radioactive today, but
oh, interesting.
Yeah, you're really hot. A lot of people are saying you look like you're under the influence of radioactive substances.
Well, that is very interesting.
Yeah, you're drinking Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Oh, wow. That was really great. Paul is just lovely. Every time I talk to him, I feel like smiling too. Oh, that's much better. You look great now.
I don't know why things reverted, but I fixed it.
Yeah, you were looking horrible for a moment.
Like after Paul's thing stopped, it changed. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. No, you're good now.
Fixed.
You're good. You're much gooder. Wow. Okay. So back to the regular part of the show. You can go right to heck, you.
Oh yeah. I mean, God, already hitting 54 on like the first week. That's it's not surprising, I guess, to me. Things like this.
Oh boy. You scum. You scummy scum. But to be fair, like I said in my video, I'm taking a slightly more measured approach. I didn't do the overdrive gears this week, and I also know what shifting mechanisms are required to make sure I'm not locked in my diffs the whole time. Yes, you should definitely mark that.
This side. No go. There we go.
Very good point, people.
I've noted. We have gold sharpied it.
I don't even need to do that because I know what configuration the truck is in. As I've used it before.
I didn't use it in the normal capacity. I used it to try and go, and I just didn't even think.
Ding dong. Anyway, yeah. I loved it though when you were texting me, you were messaging me. You're like, "Was yours like super hard to drive?" I was like,
"No, I didn't. I was leading on." So I drove mine the first time on brushless, and I drove it out in front of my street with a residential area, cars around. It was dark. Like there isn't even any street lights real close to me. They're kind of staggered. And I tried driving it, and it was just bicycling and going, and it flipped over and ran down the road on its side. And I don't know how that thing can be so loud while it's running down the street on its side, but it was like 9:30 at night. It was it's like ran out, grabbed it, and just like carried it into the house.
What? Did you guys hear that noise?
Yeah.
I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
I'm calling the cops.
You know.
No, I was not in low gear the whole time. And yes, I understand you have to squeeze the trigger the whole way.
Yeah.
I didn't do the overdrive this week. And I'm on a 17-tooth pinion, and Josh is on an 18-tooth. So there is some gearing differences there. The overdrive does add a lot of speed. I will tell you that much. So
that's going to be you're going to get that in there.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, ugh. I'm already I was super nervous. I don't know about you, but like the space in which I did my first couple of runs is down by our sort of national fairground area. It's a big area, lots of parking. It's also where they do the IndyCar racing. And I was on one strip of partially used track. So it's nice and smooth, but it's not long. The problem, and it's an open road, right? It's just like a road.
Right.
And it was blocked off because that area is also where the X Hotel is that is hosting all of the NHL teams.
Oh, the bubble?
One of the bubbles, yeah, the Toronto bubble. So that whole area is quite blocked off, and there's not a ton of traffic, but there is a lot of pedestrian and cycling traffic. So I'm like,
gotcha.
I'm standing up on one of these cement barriers. I'm like shaking because I'm like, I gotta do well. And I was like losing my mind, and I didn't get a lot of runs in, and I didn't even do a very good job of filming it. I feel terrible for my viewers because there's like 30 seconds of content in a 12-minute video. But
welcome to Harleydesigns channel. No, that's something I normally do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just your
I don't know
less
why people think
less
this
of your
is
ugly
coolest.
face. Because this is
Waterloo.
Coors.
Oh my God, you are right. What is happening?
I know. I'm having a beer.
You're trying to offset that collared shirt by drinking Coors Banquet.
Yeah, they changed the name here though to Coors Original.
Oh, wow!
So stupid. I liked Banquet. It makes a lot more sense to me. Anyway, this is my brand of choice when I'm having a beer.
Huh? Yeah.
I don't know if it's popular down there, and I don't really care.
Well, it sometimes is. What Tony has the best phrase for Coors. He calls it, it's like, sorry, kids. It's like having sex in a boat. I'm like, what? Well, it's like effing near water. Like,
no, that's Coors Light. Coors Banquet is entirely different.
That
Coors
joke is
Light,
way better when you can say it without
true, yeah.
trying to censor yourself. But.
Coors Light is great after a run. Like you do a nice 5K run, have a Coors Light. Okay. Coors Banquet is more like...
It's like Bud Heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm having a beer. The apocalypse has started.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so when I ran my truck for the first time and I was just like, oh, this is a freaking disaster. And I like text Matt that night. I was just like, have you ran your truck yet with the brushless?
I was like, and yeah.
You had, or
I had.
But you hadn't done much, something like that. And I was just like, well, I was like, is it really hard? And then you went out to drive. You're like, is it really bad or something? I don't want to drive a long way if it's going to be really bad. I'm like,
yeah.
Ah.
He goes, you're in for a surprise. And right, I was like,
because I was like trying to goad him into like, and then turns out it was just me being an idiot. Like,
yeah. I did LOL. I was like,
like,
yeah. And I knew that you were going to beat me this week because I knew that you had done the overdrive already. So I was like, there's no way that this is going to be an even week. Had I done all the same things, I bet you I would have been faster.
People are asking about did you fix the cogging? Does yours cog like mine does? From the start?
A little bit, yeah, because it's not a censored system. It's also a gigantic motor.
Yeah.
But what I do is I give it a kick. I like push it off and then I accelerate. So that way I'm not stressing the gears from neutral.
Yeah, I mean, I was just rolling into mine so light. I was sitting in that startup.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
Which isn't like, even in the car that would normally be in, it has much larger wheels and it, so you would be giving it a little bit more to get it going. I don't know. That's just the system, I think. I don't think that it's an actual issue. Other than
no. It's not an issue at all.
Gearing and everything else that we have. But
if you look at something like what it's supposed to be in, the Max, it's probably geared a lot taller. So it's not going to do that. It's just going to, tear ass right away. It's not meant to go as slow as we're going.
I will give so I've made a lot of changes to mine since
Are you spoiling next week already?
I mean, only like for a slight, like maybe a second.
Okay, I'm gonna look real close.
I've added my air dam has started. My wheels have changed. My wing is on. I mean, so much stuff.
That wing looks stupid.
It's huge and flat.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that's I think where a lot of our stuff is going to be different.
The arrows and
the arrows
started
are
working
big
on
change.
your side dams. Mm-hmm. I have not started working on that. I need to work on my front air dam. I have proof of concept it. I need to do. I need to cut new the actual air dam part of it, the Lexan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've got a lot more cutting to do on that as well. Mine's actually it's on the queue to start printing tonight. I showed you a little preview of that, but I've made some adjustments since then. So that'll be interesting. I like that we're both doing some sort of front spoiler splitter, whatever you want to air dam, whatever you want to call it, because so much air is getting under this car. You can tell already.
God. Yeah. It's and yes, I am going for donk points because I think that is what a G-Wagon should have.
I've got such a great trick up my sleeve for getting those style points back. You have no idea.
Let me guess, it's paint. Did I win?
No. I might not even paint the body.
Oh, really trying to level this playing field, huh?
Well, I like to give you a fighting chance.
Yeah.
But no, I've got some good ideas that I think are actually going to come to fruition.
Oh, now that is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yep.
I like it. It looks like a locomotive. Yes, it does, and it's it's all for purpose. At the very beginning of the stream, like right before Paul jumped on, Chad Melton had donated $5. I appreciate that, and also Oscar David, thank you, $5. He had said, "Thanks for the suggestion. I got the SX102 Raw Builder's Kit and put Proline Hilux body on it. What suggestions do you have for shocks?" And Incision shocks are the ones I run. Proline Power Strokes are okay. Pit Bulls are a decent shock, but really expensive. But there you go. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out of the way. I knew I had that on my list to cover. So,
yeah.
Any more news on the SCX3 Gladiator? Oh man, your plans for this truck are. I'm slightly worried about as you catch up with the gearing changes that you plan to make. And, because right now, nothing I've done differs from you other than the gearing changes. Nope. And the fact that I had I think a longer, smoother run.
Yes, you did. But I have found a new place. It's
my place has gone away, I think.
Yeah, long and straight. So I'm in good shape there. And pretty much unused over the weekends, which is when I get to go out and do my testing.
Yeah, mine was, the nice thing about mine is it's on a street where they're building new commercial buildings. So on the weekends, there's no traffic. Sure. However, this week they've been pouring the slabs. So there's been like trucks in and out, and it's so like on the asphalt road, it's just like
mud,
dirt that's been dragged out. Well, there's no mud here because it hasn't rained since February.
Sorry, dirt.
So yeah, but it's just been like cut. So unless I can get far enough down there that I still have, I don't know. We're gonna see.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for you. It's gonna be interesting for both of us, actually. Somebody here, Jub, good name, reminded me that it's 4 sets of overdrive gears, and yes, that's true. They're in there. I've done the conversion now. So
you have done the conversion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about it because you were working.
I was like, God, this is stupid. This is so much work.
It was so much work, and that's why I couldn't believe that you did the portal delete without doing them, because you had to.
Yeah, it was all there. I could have just done it at the same time, but for whatever reason, I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but yeah, overdrive's done. Shocks I've done.
I did my shocks. I limited
both sides
them.
Of my.
Changed the fluids.
Yeah, same.
I did end up changing to a 17 millimeter adapter, so to run those wheels.
Because you had to. Yeah. There's some good tuning options with this truck. Surprisingly, I mean, for the purpose that we've kind of shoehorned it into, there's actually a lot to do to get it very close to this challenge kind of goal.
Yes, exactly. And I think that we're going to find more and more of these little things that we're going to be add a sway bar to the rear. Sway bars are something I've been thinking about.
Yep, same here.
Granted, once I figured out this little toggle switch, I wasn't nearly as concerned. So I didn't edit my Mayhem video until last night. So I didn't know really what any of the footage was. And I realized that, like I had told you, I hit that cone at like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that you would be able to hear it so well on the video until I was editing. Because you could, bam! Like, so bad.
Yeah. I also managed to, and it was off camera, thankfully. But I hit a concrete barrier at easily 25, maybe 30. And it's a real testament to the quality of a Traxxas product, because I can assure you, most other things in our hobby at that speed, with concrete involved, would smash into a million pieces. I did ever so slightly bend the frame. Ever so slightly.
That there was I thought that thing was from Sam. I thought that thing was from St. Louis. Like
it was a pronounced bend. And I'm gonna see if I can bring up the picture real quick because I did send it to you.
I was surprised you didn't put it in the video, but I was like, maybe you just don't want like that, the appearance of like it being a, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew as soon as I hit it that something was going to go, but nothing broke. Like none of the components broke. Oh, wait, that's not true. The shock got a little bendy.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't.
Yeah, one of the left turn shocks.
It doesn't cycle at all. Like it's just stuck in there really well.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, aside from the slight bend in the overall chassis rail, because it is one solid rail. Here it is.
Yes, it is not an extension, which is the whole a nice thing.
You can. It's not like there's no lensing issues. It's just bent.
Yeah, you have to tilt it to the webcam a little bit to see that, but
like there,
it's hard. Yeah, it is hard to tell on the stream, but basically the front rear tires look like they weren't going to touch the ground any longer.
Yeah, no, they still touched the ground, but that's because the shocks were still very long at that point too. Right. Yeah, but. All things considered, I'm still calling, for me, especially from the Scale Builders Guild, 43 miles an hour. Is that what I got to? 43? 43 miles an hour in week 2 is a massive improvement for me.
Oh, yeah, because on the drag bolt, which we started at 6, I think week 1, I think you did like 17?
Yeah.
And I think I, at that time, had done like 40.
Yes. I was like, oh, all right.
Oh, well, okay.
I guess he's taking this kind of seriously.
Right. Well, that's how we're going to play.
Well, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. This is stupid. No, I'm over that. Yeah. So great second week. Great first week of actually doing stuff. I am so excited by this one, and I think you can tell our enthusiasm is in the videos. Like when you watch them, we're both really excited about this, and I think most of the viewers are too, because we're getting some pretty great numbers.
Yes. Yeah, the viewer numbers are good, which is nice. Mayhem doesn't always have the best numbers for us.
It's not so universal.
No, it's not.
Right.
It can. Sometimes people are like, "Well, this is dumb." It's like, "Well, yeah, it's kind of the point. We're trying to do something dumb with a car. Like, you would never want to do this. Like,
please don't do this.
Yeah, this is a bad idea, but that's why it's fun. Like, here, take this thing and do something dumb with it.
Yeah.
So this one is fun, and I think part of it is just that TRX6 is a fun-looking truck.
It sure
and not
is.
Everyone has been like, I need a 6x6.
No, very rarely is that said. I mean, I need a few because I have a problem with 6x6s and wacky vehicles. I mean, that's not a 6x6. It's more like a 2. It's like a 10x10.
Right. I think we should try next. I think we should try and make TRX 5s. Single front wheel, dual rear axle.
The Reliant Robin of vehicles. Actually, when I was putting
4 Reliant Robin.
When I was putting together the half track, I actually did mock it up with just one front tire. I was like, oh, yeah, that could be a thing. Why not?
Work.
This could be a thing. Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 other 6x6s. I've got the axial one with that silly long 6x6 Cherokee, and then the steam truck, right?
Yes.
Also very useful.
Yeah. Amazing. Who would have thought a 6x6 XJ would be the most reasonable thing that you have in the 6x6 department?
Yeah. Will Anderson said, giveaway of the trucks when you're done. No, I am keeping this. I am
like
converting it back into a regular 6x6 and gonna have some fun with it.
I know I've told you that, like when you and I have been chat, I don't know if I'll end up doing it. I swear to God, I think I'm gonna end. It's gonna stay this this go fast ridiculous thing.
I mean, you
We'll
do
see.
you, I guess, but
I know I should convert it back, but like, I mean, I bought $200 worth of wheels, tires, and adapters on Saturday. Like,
you had to buy tires?
well, yeah,
Oh, interesting.
actually, I bought even more than that because I bought another 3 sets of Proline drag tires because the ones that I had were used.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted new ones because I think that for the look, that's what I need.
Yeah.
So I bought 3 more sets of those, 3 sets of wheels. Crawler Innovations just came out with drag foams, so I was like, well, I gotta have those. Those obviously. I probably need.
Obviously.
I mean,
Moose Jaw was actually telling
ever.
You, yes, so did I. I got all the opinions. Moose Jaw was saying that he saw you at the hobby shop when you were trying to explain to the man what you were doing with your truck.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well,
so
I walked
you're saying you want to go that fast.
Yeah. So I walked in and Joe was working. So I said hello to Moose Jaw, set the 6x6 down, and we chatted for a second. And I was trying to mock up these banditos onto this vehicle. And this guy who's looking at buying in front of him, he's talking with one of the guys working in the shop, and he's got the red G-Wagon 4x4 TRX4. And I'm like mocking up banditos on this 6x6 version, and the guy's just like giving me that side eye, just like, what? And then I had taken the body off for something, and there's that VXL 8S ESC in there, and he goes, "What is that blue thing?" I was like,
yeah.
Well. And for all of my speed runs, I had 2 battery straps put together to just Velcro that whole thing in place.
Right.
Because I didn't have time to make a mount yet at that time.
Who needs a mount? Just throw a bolt through it and you're done.
Oh, that kills the engineering. That kills the engineer in me.
Fine. You waste your time doing that. That's fine.
It's already done. It's been done. Would you like the STL so you can fix your junk?
Yes, please. Are you putting it on the side, or are you going to do center mount?
I put it on the side. Basically right where yours went, but it's just better.
Okay, yeah, send me the file.
Okay.
I'll modify it. No, I did not fix the chair. The chair still is nice and squeaky. Just how I like it. It's mostly fixed. Who won the van body? Who won the van body? I wrote it down last week. Digital Mike won the van body. So Digital Mike, if you are watching, Digital Mike, please email me at Matthew@scalebuildersguild.com, and we will get you that body. Digital Mike. And that's where I wrote down the other t-shirt idea. The Dodge Bronco.
The Dodge Bronco. Oh, that's right. We were talking about that, weren't we?
Right. The Chevrolet Ford Mustang.
This question has popped up a few times. The Laser Nut versus the Team Associated Nomad DB8. For me, I think that the Laser Nut is my clear choice on that.
Yeah, that's how it went for me. When I first saw those two, or when I first saw the Nomad, I was like, ooh, yeah, that Nomad looks pretty cool. Then I kind of sat on it. I was like, you know what? It's not the market I'm interested in. I'm just going to let it sit for a while. Eventually, if for, a goofball day, maybe I'll pick one up. And then I saw the Laserneck car and I was like, Nomad who?
Yeah, like I'm going to have that no matter what. Let's see if they ignore these 10 emails that I send requesting to be able to review this vehicle. Because otherwise I'm buying it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, It's so fun. I didn't think it was going to be as fun as it was, but it is fun. And I need a little bit more elevation changes for this thing to really, I think, come alive. But
Yep.
Where I was running was really heavy gravel. So I don't know if you can see, but I've like permanently etched every single part of the plastic on this truck already.
That was pretty clear in your video, even just with how good you had pelted those rear arms.
I was ripping it, man.
Yeah, and you know, mine's got good rock rash on the bottom, but I definitely didn't have any pelting of the arms like that. Like, I've got some. Let's see if I can.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You were going over a lot of actual rocks, though.
Right. That was what was doing all of this damage.
Yeah.
I even put so right here in the back, there's this plastic piece, right?
Yeah.
Next to that, on the top side of the chassis plate, there's actually like a machined, like a lightweight section there. There's nothing that receives it with the rear diff case. I don't know why it's there exactly, but I have dented the chassis in that spot because that aluminum right there is about half the thickness.
Half of
So yeah, put a good dent in that. But other than that, I mean, it doesn't really matter. That piece could be gone and it wouldn't affect it. But put it in it good. The only thing I have noticed is I've got a little bit of wobble in a rear shaft after my 4S excursions.
Mine are all the paint is worn off of them because of all the rocks that I was slinging.
God.
Yeah, they're chrome now.
That's impressive.
Thank you very much. From a non-basher.
Right.
I can go quick.
Jesse's saying, so I just have to send them 100 emails to review the RC.
That's how it works.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's exactly.
Sure,
it
is.
Just bomber update. I know. I've got a bomber update to do. I've got the long wheelbase Unimog to do the update on. I've got an update to do on the Element giveaway truck. So much stuff.
I've got videos coming out of my yin yang. I actually got a whole whack of products from RC 4-wheel drive and CC Hand for the D90 heritage thingy, including some bumpers for bumping, some front bumpers for the forward bumping. So here's a thing. This is just like a front windscreen cage thing for like the single cab bodies.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure they didn't make this for this body. I think they made it for their previous truck, but they're saying that this works. They're saying it works, but it doesn't. So I'm going to make my own instead. And
look at you go.
I know. I like to fabricate. And my friends at Scale Metal Supply sent me a whole bunch of new fabricating tabs and stuff.
Yes, he sent me a bunch of stuff as well.
That's
and I'm
Andre,
use it on the
right?
Element.
Yeah, Andre Campos, I believe. Anyway, Scale Metal Supply. He sent me all kinds of cool stuff in here. It's a little bit sticky. It's probably grease. I hope it's grease. Let's say it's grease. But all kinds of really great tabs and stuff to do some really awesome fabricating. So we're going to do that on one of my videos coming up on this D90 truck. We're going to paint it, not paint it, weather it and give it a good look and do some upgrades and stuff. Have some fun with that.
That will be good. Oh, and then, I've got to get those things wrapped up. My bombers, it should be finished, I think, pretty quickly after the updates that I have to do is basically the end of it. But then I have to get rid of some cars. Friday, I'm building another kit. I've got the DR10 kit that I bought. So
yep, cool. Another dragster that you won't use. That's nice.
I have to sell cars, I say, out of this side of my mouth while I'm building them.
Are you gonna do something with it, or are you just gonna build it and give it to a kid or something?
I don't know. I mean, I need to finish Akar.
That would be nice.
So
I'm gonna
now
the
they
monthly
keep coming
mayhem
out with
thing.
all of these bodies, and I'm just like, ooh, I need that. Ooh, I need that body. Oh, I should get that. I've got 2 Nova bodies already. One is the tough color though, which is good because I feel like that's the one that I should use because I can just sticker slap it and be done.
Yeah. Well, and I mean it'll be on its roof most of the time anyway. So
right.
I'm sorry, Josh. Roof. It's on your top of your roof. I like the Nova body, but now that Malibu body is coming out, I got to get one of those.
I know that the Cuda body's cool, and the Cuda body in person, the proportions of it are so good.
Yeah.
That I know, and then but I know that Malibu body as well.
I know. I'm gonna paint it the color of the one that I had,
which was cop car white.
No, it was copper. Like I told you, man. It may have started as a cop car, but it got completely, worked over and kind of restored-esque. It's very nice.
But they never took out the rear seat. That sounds like a really bad version of a restoration.
Oh, no, it was perfect. I loved how it worked. I can't get out. Good. Let me out.
This got creepy.
No, those are girls, man.
Still
in college. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I also more in the scale mail. Oh, nice. Rock Pirates RC sent me a couple of their sliders here. These are pretty beefy sliders, I have to say.
I was gonna say the same. I had found a set of those in my mailbox the other day, and I wondered what in the world I ordered when that package showed up, because they're definitely the heaviest sliders I've ever felt.
Yeah, there's some serious heft.
They're straight 1/8-inch steel.
Yep. Not messing around with these. Think of the size of the bending brake you would need.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're super high quality. The finish on them is really good. I'm gonna have to find a truck to put them on. Maybe the giveaway truck. Actually, could be a nice little addition on that. My giveaway truck, which I haven't even announced. But we'll get to that at some point.
Would a Proline bug body fit a laser nut? Probably.
No, I have one here. I can tell you right now. In fact, I don't even have to get out of this room.
No.
I assure you. Let me just
get some Proline lid skids for the 6x6.
Oh, what's a lid skid? Is that something I haven't heard of?
They're basically like bumpers for your roof.
Okay. That's a thing, I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, Arma has them on their trucks, so it makes sense.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Bug body.
Oh, that's painted quite well. Do you still have the mask on the windshield?
No. This is another piece of Lexan that I stuck in there.
Oh, I see.
It's a totally different piece. Hemistone painted this for me.
That's why it looks so good.
I don't know what you're saying. I've never seen you paint anything good. You know what? It's not the worst fit, but
it is.
It kind of is.
It's very Facebook looking. that would be right at home on Facebook. Like,
check it out, guys.
We're gonna see so many of these. I just bought this laser nut and I cut up this Dodge Power Wagon body and put it on there. I think it looks sick.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it.
No, the laser nut car is made to look like that.
The laser nut car.
If you want not that, then just get the DB, the Desert Buggy the TT Pro. Like,
man, so many things. We got to play that game again. What do you have?
Jeez.
What do you have close?
Yeah, mine has not gotten any better.
No, this room it's actually, I cleaned up a little bit after I did all of this stuff with the like with the words. The
Banging the
TRX-6.
deal. There we go. Yeah.
You know, the boy's name is Bart. I don't know the man's though. Simpsons reference. You won't get it.
Yeah, exactly. The other day I did a little bit, like the tiniest bit of cleanup when I was swapping 3D printers around, like my old 3D printers over there now, and I put the new one on here. And I'm gonna give this thing a little bit more chance, dial in. I'm gonna switch some filaments around, and if it doesn't improve, I'm just going to order my Prusa. Like,
dude,
we'll see.
You know what? I'm gonna wait until the end of the month because got some money coming in.
Right. Gotta go talk to a guy about a horse.
And I'm kind of desperate to get slightly larger tires for my truck, my real truck.
Yeah, that's some. I mean, I saw that. You know, you guys are going to be both driving. You need that extra bumper room now. You know, to clear the curbs in case.
Hey.
Your better half runs them over.
Hey.
You wondered.
She's an excellent driver.
Right. I mean, I know
she really is.
Gauge up, but.
No, she's it's really just like a slightly cosmetic change. I like it when on a Jeep like mine, you don't even need a lift to go to 35s. So I was sort of half considering getting some tires. Anyway, that or a 3D printer, and I'll just print my own tires.
That's what people on Facebook would do.
Took me 800 hours, but I printed out 135. I've glued it together. Man, it's going to be good when I get these other ones done. Orange Crush RC gave me $3.99. Thank you very much. Suggested that I get the Malibu body and make it a Malibu Barbie drag car.
Oh, that would be perfect for you.
I would. Yes. Sadly, it would be perfect for me. A great idea, though, Orange Crush RC. I do like that.
I'll get it and just paint. I'll get one and just paint it white and put the Malibu rum thing on the side. Done.
It's also not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd cut the actual logo and paint it properly. But...
Oh no, I'll just have a decal made.
I'll just tear it off the bottle and tape it on.
Cut it. Yeah. Like, done. This is the cheapest paint job I've ever had to do.
You won't even like mask the windows. You'll dump a can of paint on it.
Just swish it around.
There we go. I think we're done.
Boom. Great YouTube video. We're going to start to finish this thing.
What's up, guys? Today we're painting with Harley.
Real time. Just going to mount it right onto the chassis. Just let all the rest of the drops fall onto everything.
It's not even time lapse. It's just real time.
Real time. Live.
Live stream painting. All right, for this episode, you're not even going to need a paintbrush.
I know that's crazy when we're talking about Lexan bodies, but trust me, leave your paintbrush in the toolbox this time.
Incredible. What else happened this week? Oh, the extra cab body came out from RC 4-wheel drive.
Yes, it did. That's
and everyone in the whole world will be able to finally do their Marty McFly builds.
I'm so excited for that.
Bonus points for anybody who can remember the name of the dealership. I know what it is, obviously, but
why?
Because I watch movies a lot.
Okay, here's the thing. I grew up in that era.
Did you though? Did you really? What year were you born?
83.
No, you didn't. That movie came out in 85.
Did it?
So, yeah. Did it? Yeah, it did. Okay. I remember I was there in the theater.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Thank you, Evan, for being correct.
Back to the Future is like... They're okay.
You have.
They're okay.
All right.
I mean, there's some like super pop culture hoverboards and DeLoreans, and they're okay.
I can't believe you. Anyway,
Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
a lot of people are going to do the Statler Toyota extra cab pickup, which is
I might
cool.
unsubscribe.
I'm getting movie reviews from Josh are trash. Best trilogy ever. I would honestly, I would closely say that's true.
Did Tokyo Drift technically come out before?
Oh my god. Next thing you know, he's going to go, you know what? Flying Cars wasn't that bad.
We haven't talked about, why did we not ask Paul about Flying Cars?
Oh, shoot. We'll have to get him back when we have more time. Darn it. But, I mean, he's probably seen it. We need to get somebody from Associated on the line and talk to them about that tie-in, because, you know what? Brad would be an excellent guest. We should try and get him. He'd be into that.
Jesse just says, Harley is now Biff from the movie.
Which would be even funnier for you if you knew who that was.
I've watched the movies.
Oh, okay.
More than multiple times.
Uh-huh.
That is why
you still don't get the charm? Like, I just watched it again the other night, and I was like, man, this still holds up. What a great movie.
All of them on the same weekend, like a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And
good for you.
Maybe it's because Josh. I watched them in like all, because the last one is garbage, hot garbage.
The last one is not the best, but it does tie it up, which is what you need. And I think
because
Spielberg
he rides away on a train magically. Why is it tied?
It ties up the whole story of the whole thing about how he finally gets Toyota. It's all very important in the realm of time travel. Anyway, back to the original story here about the extra cab body. I have one on the way. They're putting it on their long wheelbase TF2. I think that's what it was sort of meant for. The long wheelbase TF2 is 12.3 inches. It's not.
Is that all that thing is?
Yeah, it's not. It's long in the TF2 world.
I built one. I swear it was longer than that. Huh.
The long wheelbase? No, it's just 12.3.
Yeah. No, I believe you. Maybe it was just how far back those leaf springs were.
Well, puts it in the 9th scale realm. But funny thing about extra cabs, I don't think, other than the first year, were straight front axle. So I'm going to put mine on the Element Trail Runner, which I think will be a much better fit. Probably ruin the performance a bit, but that's fine. I think they're going to send that.
You're going to ruin it more than a TF2?
No, that's true. Actually, this is a huge upgrade. It's a massive upgrade.
I dare you to try that.
Yeah. I think I'm right on that, though. I think I'm pretty close to my numbers on the dates of which an extra cab became IFS. Anyway. Here's another interesting trilogy. I'm curious to see the body. I haven't seen one in person yet. I don't think it's super, super, super accurate. I think there's some problems with it, but we'll get a good look at it. Yeah. Toyota solid till 88.
There you go.
I'll have to check those numbers, Matthew. I'd like some links to the wiki pages that you reference. The Cornetto trilogy, and I know what this is. I don't know if Josh is going to get it.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
But I'm pretty sure. No, it isn't. What Highway to Hell is talking about is Shaun of the Dead.
Oh. Hot Fuzz,
and End of the World, or whatever it's called.
Right. Yeah. Not bad. I mean, again, not award winners, but
no. Well, I mean, No, they weren't award winners, but I mean, I don't think Back to the Future were award winners either.
For good reason. Agreed. No. I'm not saying I dislike Back to the Future. I'm just saying like it's one of those ones like I'll watch it if they're on, and they're entertaining enough, but it's not Pulp Fiction, you know. It's like I'm not gonna like watching it.
When I was in film school, I had a life-size poster of Jules and what's John Travolta's character's name? Vincent. Jules and Vincent. Like, it was like a frame from the movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, it's the one where they're like holding the guns. I think they're shooting up Big Brain on Brad.
Is it Brad or Brett?
I always thought it was Brad.
It's Brett. Look at
check out the Big Brain on Brett. Okay,
it
Brett.
Sounds like Brad, but it's Brett.
Yeah, it's Brett.
Little known fact.
Let me guess. You're Brett. He's like, not even like, let me guess. You're Brett. But yeah, I had a massive wall-size poster of that in film school on my wall and at my dorm or my apartment. I loved that movie. 83 to 85 was solid. Okay, cool. Hi, honey. How was he? Excellent. Good. Jump up here and say hello.
Little known fact that he said in that scene, Brad and Brett.
Aha.
Interesting.
Because, you know, in those days, Quentin didn't have a lot of money.
Here's I wonder if it's because I wonder if the closed captions only say Brett.
That could be. And that's how you watch all your movies.
I watch everything with captions.
I've started doing that too because I'm watching a German show that's been dubbed over in English, and the dub is not great. So
yeah, I actually prefer to watch almost everything with captions just because like you pick up on little things like you couldn't hear before. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's
all right. It's been confirmed 86 was the first year for IFS. So I can get away with this body as IFS. All right. Sweet. What was the name Marty called himself when he woke his father with the heavy metal music? He was Darth Vader from Planet Vulcan. I think I'm right on that. I feel pretty confident on that one. One of the best lines for me from that movie is when he's talking to his father, and he goes, "Oh man, you're gonna have to go to the thing. Everyone's gonna be there, Daddy-o."
Yeah. That's the. What song did he play on the? Is it Johnny Be Good?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty sure he wasn't singing that song.
What?
I know it sounds a lot like
Ferris Bueller wasn't singing, or what was it?
Twist and Shout?
Yeah.
Definitely not. Twist and Shout or Dankeschön. He sang neither of those songs.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, better than Back to the Future.
Yeah. What song was... Oh, man. The trivia on Back to the Future is coming in hard. It's going to melt their brains. I'm sure you're bored by all of this, but I am not. Josh is making the face like John Holmes was when you were discussing flying cars.
Yeah.
He's like...
like, why did I agree to talk to these idiots? Like,
I ask myself the same question.
Right. Yeah, that's but no, the four-wheel RC4 drive body does look good, and it's opening doors and stuff like that. I mean, I would glue them shut, I'm sure, because
I probably will too, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Or I'll insert the magnets properly. But yeah, I don't know. All the opening doors and stuff from a scale perspective is nice, but that means you have to do a full interior properly, which is a lot of effort. I'm looking at my Range Rover because that was a lot of effort to get that one done.
Right.
But I did I went. Don't drop it on live programming.
Oh, that would be so worth it though.
But I did the full interior. It's a ton of work to get all that stuff in there. I even put muddy boots in the under the seat there, and mud, and flocked all of the carpet too.
Did you use real mud?
No, it's fake mud. Sorry.
Thought you were scale.
Hey, are these your fuel cells or fuel jerry cans, or are these Night Customs?
I don't know.
You know what? These are really good,
like
so they're
Night
probably
Customs.
Night Customs.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are probably Night Customs. Those do not look like 1 hour fuel cans.
Yeah. I 3D printed the license plate on that. Did I show that to you?
No, you did not.
There you go, you tosser.
Oh, God. Now, is that a C-Max chassis?
Yes, this is the GCM C-Max.
Yeah,
which is a very nice chassis because it's very accurate to the actual. You can make. He does all the parts for all different kinds of bodies, right? So he's got the actual radius arms up front, and the springs separate from the shocks and everything. It's legit. It's really great.
You haven't driven that yet though?
No, because I'm not technically done yet.
Ah, gotcha. Are you going to drive it through fake mud or actual?
No, I'll drive it through real mud. It's a Range Rover. It's going to get muddy.
Right.
Let's get muddy.
So yeah, that's that'll be a fun one to see you slightly use.
Yeah, it's just gonna I'm just gonna make a video with it and then shelf it.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable.
No, I'm gonna drive it. It's gonna be my class 0 kind of go-to truck, I think.
Yeah, and
win some ribbons with it.
Right, there you go. I have to. Once we get through, it kind of depends. I was gonna say once we get through Mayhem and all that, then I was like, I have another couple other things that I'd like to start on, but kind of depends if we get a go ahead on some of our other proposals we have floating out there.
We might know on Friday.
Yes. So, and if we know on that one,
oh man, then that throws a wrench into everything else for me, because that's going to be
because
intense.
That is going to be high priority.
Yes, Joe. The nectar of the gods.
Ridiculous. So yes, that, and then also we have discussed a possible new budget build.
Oh yeah, shoot.
But
John Grant just said the most accurate thing ever, that I need to build a tow truck. I need to build a tow truck for that Range Rover. You are so right. Probably the least reliable vehicle I could have chosen to build.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Hard body Range Rovers make me moist. Ugh.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Still one of those words.
Jens, if everyone's doing either Ivan Stewart or Marty McFly's SR5, what's left to do with that body? All kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of really there's all kinds of really great examples of actual crawlers that have been done, just cab only, truggy style stuff. I'm going to go old school and probably do some kind of truggy and build a cage on the back.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, that'd be kick-ass.
That's not the worst. And I think that the extra cab is a cool look.
I agree.
It was so unique with that rear window.
Yep.
it's not the worst, at least. So
yeah, not the worst.
Yeah. I did like that body got leaked by Tower.
Oh my God.
Tower Hobbies released it, and of course it hit the groups and got passed around. And I was like, oh man. So I had texted it to Durstein over at RC Foil Drive, and I had said something along the lines of, man, you're big time now when Tower's leaking your parts. And he just responded with like the worst thing, and it was just, what, with 3 question marks.
Oh, poor Mike. That's brutal.
So I sent him a link to it, and he's just like, on the phone now.
Can you imagine how much that would suck if you were like, because obviously they had all their marketing material ready to go or close to it.
Well, I don't know. It seems like they threw together that little Back to the Future video in 85 seconds after they got leaked.
Well, I mean, they did film some elements of it, right? So it's...
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, I don't know.
That video was all.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I mean, it's just so corny. I hate corny. They're like, I feel awkward for people. Like,
I don't know if I don't think I watched the whole thing. Because I was just... Yeah. No comment. I will not be referencing that movie when I do. Actually, that's probably how I'm going to start it.
I was going to say, I was like, you're not going to do it? Like,
I will not reference Back to the Future once in this, but then I'm going to do like some sort of time travel thing where I'm like, I'm from the future. I could totally see it. I actually, you know what? I think it just wrote itself.
Not be able, I was going to say, you will not be able to help yourself.
No, I can't. What am I? Like, obviously I'm going to do it. Anyway. Jub was asking if the Haas is worth the extra $90 for the Whistler 4x4.
Man, I don't know. Because to me, it's like, if you're at that dollar amount already, like you've talked yourself up to spending that much, you should just talk yourself into the max, which is another $30. Now that's the question: is the max worth $120 more than the Rustler 4x4?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I think that is your question to answer. Like, if you're stretching to think if it's going to be worth it or not, you're either buy the Rustler 4x4 or buy the Max.
Yep.
I don't see the point of that.
Well, it's 3S only.
Is it?
On the Haas?
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not 4S.
Doesn't it come with the same 540 XL motor that we're using? Pretty sure. But the ESC
maybe,
is
but they're limiting the
3S
ESC. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, that's I think that I would either say go Max or stay with the Rustler 4x4, depending on what your budget's looking like.
I'm no expert, especially on this sort of stuff. But if somebody said, do you want this Haas or do you want this Max? I'm going to take the Max.
Yeah. I think the chassis on the Max is pretty cool. The modular design of it and how it's all comes apart, like
cool stuff. Dave Zillid over at the hobby shop local to me says that the Haas is the 540 XL.
And stuff. So if you break something on your Haas and you end up wanting to use the motor for something else instead, and you have a TR6 laying around,
I'm just saying it's not the worst idea.
Yeah.
Is Novak still around? No, they've been gone for many years.
3 years?
More than that.
Googled machine.
Feels like more than 3 years. You know what? I have a magazine that told me all about it, so it's got to be more than 3 years ago.
June 13th, 2016.
So how many years is that?
Yeah, it's 4.
Thank you.
But barely. You were making it seem like 7.
No, that's a whole year more.
A
year is a long time. I mean, this year feels like it's taking forever.
Right.
Let's get out of this one. Honestly.
So, yes, it's been 4 years. But yes. Okay. I'll give you that small.
Thank you. I'll take any wins I can get. Oh, Teton 300,000 said that my chair needs some fast eddy bearings. It's not a bad idea. Right. I'd need some big ass bearings though. I like this chair. It's uncomfortable as it is.
That's thoughts on the DR10. So I've never owned an actual DR10. I own the
DB10.
The D10 that I've converted to exactly basically what a DR10 is. But I also bought a DR10 kit last week, and I'm going to assemble it Friday. So there's that. But other than that, like my DR10 or my DB10, whatever the hell it is converted into exactly that, and it's a great platform. And then watching all the guys race them, they do really well. So yeah, it's a great, if you want to get into it. I mean, that
there
DR10
are nice cheap ways to do it.
Steal, like $200.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then if you're like gonna get into drag racing and try and be competitive, that's a great way to do it. You can get into it cheap. Add the things that you want without having to spend the extra to get the ready to run electronics, because the ready to run electronics in the DR10s are not up to racing. Like they're going to be fun if you want to play around in the street, but you're not going to go racing with them in a competitive fashion.
Unless they do a stock class, then that would be super fun.
If they do a stock class, which some places are doing, but some places are doing a 13.5 class more specifically.
Okay.
So it's not a stock class really, because guys are in 13.5, so the speed is still similar, but guys are still putting in an RS Pro and running 100 degrees of timing in the thing, and you're going to get smoked. So now of course that's going to depend on where you're at, but
it's like in our more common end of the hobby, it's like showing up with an RTR anything at a comp and going, "Hello, fellows, I'd also like to compete in your challenge."
Yes. I too would like a chance at the title.
I do fare quite well at home in my crawler course backyard. I've added all of the scale points, as you can see.
I watched Josh's video on how to...
I watched his painting video. I think you'll be quite pleased. Smoking Wraith wants to know if RCCA, the Radio Control Car Action magazine, is still in print form. Yes, it is. It is in print form, yeah. I spoke to the man who's kind of running that thing
RCCA,
right now.
Yes.
And it's very much a magazine.
And actually, if you haven't seen the last 6 months worth of it, it looks like a whole different magazine.
Yeah, it's a much better magazine.
It really actually, I'll look at the digital one pretty commonly, but just like the art style, the photos, it's looking at it, it's like, dang, this is a good magazine. Now there's still a lot of Traxxas ads and a lot of, they have to pay for a magazine. Magazines cost a lot of money.
Yeah, they're not cheap to make.
Anymore, the actual photography and graphics of it, makes it almost worth picking up a magazine.
Yep. 100%.
I never have, but still, it makes more sense. That would be another person we could have on is Lee, though.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice interview as well. Very nice man on the phone.
He doesn't like to talk very much, though, so I don't know.
No, yeah. I mean, 5-10 minutes max. That's probably how we'd get out of him.
I don't know if I've ever had a conversation with him that wasn't 2 hours.
Yeah, I've had a couple of good ones with him. It's good.
Yes.
Next budget build from Jens Cole. His suggestion is Radio Shack RC cars.
Pretty hard. We're going to have to find some Radio Shack cars.
Yeah. Pretty difficult. We'd have to go to eBay, I think.
Yeah.
Do I really want to spend $800 on this?
Yeah. Damn, this seems...
I don't know. It seems like there's no upgrade path.
Right. Yeah. In the end, I'm just going to be I milled everything new. So it's going to have an SCX10 transmission in it and frame rails and SCX10 2 axles and be like, ah.
I threw mine out and built an SCX10
Yeah. Here's what you should do. Not start with that. I've saved you all money.
Yeah. Have I thought about doing the Ant-Man van with the body? That could be kind of cool for the van body. Yeah. Good suggestion. Ooh, here's a good one. Will Traxxas, this is from Paul's 1816, will Traxxas come out with a drag car resembling the current platforms? I mean, they've got all the parts.
Why they haven't. It blows my mind that Traxxas hasn't. Like, it's right in their alley. Use the stuff that you already make and make something new. Like,
yeah,
I can't understand it.
It's kind of, it's one of those things that it kind of has me shaking my head. They've got all the platforms that everybody already uses. Like, the Slash is one of the most popular platforms in drag racing.
Easily as popular as an Associated.
Yeah. Maybe more so, because there's more out there.
Probably more so. There's been more of them. Like,
yeah. It just, it's so crazy. They could easily do it.
Put it on that. Make a body.
Yeah. And I'm sure they could make a body.
Colors of the same body. Like, they've got Ford licensing.
Yeah.
Make it a Mustang. Like,
yeah, just do a cool like Fox body one with good dimensions.
Just whatever. Yeah. Like,
yeah. I think it's a great idea. I think they really ought to jump on it soon before the wind comes out of the sails on that trend. And I'm not saying or suggesting that it's not going to be a long-standing trend, but I think it is definitely something that if they wanted to jump on it, they should do it now.
I feel like I mean, I don't see the no prep drag racing staying at the crazy boom that it is. Because I do enjoy it, going out and having fun, but you have to have like these groups like we have here.
Yeah.
And NorCal has big groups of everything. Like, there's so many people into RC out here. It's like, we go out to these races and there's 40 some odd people doing freaking, $40 a car racing. Like,
yeah, I've got a group here in Southern Ontario. It's not a big group by any means, not in comparison to what you guys are dealing with over there, but it's popular and now's the time. Like, our season's super short. You got to get out there while you can.
Right. And, it's like, and then if you're not with a group, like, you can go do some testing on your own or whatever, but it's like,
that's not fun.
It's not that fun. It's not like bashing or crawling to me, but like, even bashing, like, I get why people like bashing, or even just like driving a fast car up and down the street. That can be fun.
Uh-huh.
A DR, like a drag car is kind of like that, but like,
not
doesn't
really
handle. It's just like, it goes straight, and then if it doesn't go straight, it's on its roof. Like,
right.
Like,
sorry, what?
I swear that.
That's how you say it. That's how the word sounds.
It's how.
Say it right.
What's
Chow dare. Chow dare.
Yeah. Traxxas also has Chevy licenses. They have Cadillac licenses. I mean, tons of them.
They could do all kinds of great stuff. Get on it, Traxxas.
Yeah.
You're the fastest name in RC. Now be the fastest name in RC drag racing with not funny cars.
Right. Like, if anything, I feel like they just had like somebody suggested drag racing once. Like, all right, we're going to build this funny car, and they built it, and then it didn't sell, and they're just like, and that guy's in the corner just being like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Like,
Larry, you keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. You say drag racing one more time.
I'm just saying, guys, I think it'd be really cool.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of people doing it this time. I know we were a little early last time, but this time it's really going to work.
Courtney said she would license it again. Courtney Force. Jub said he got his wife the Ford F100 in green for her first crawler. Did they make a good buy? I think that's a nice one. I like that body. It's big.
I thought it only came in yellow.
No. Green.
Oh, the SCX-10
Yeah.
I think that's a good buy.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good truck.
I've never owned it myself because it's very similar to the other ones, but I think the styling of that one is cool. I liked the bed. I like the removable fenders. It's had its own slider set.
The tilting body with the hinge mount at the back. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great buy. I still think the SCX-10 is one of the better buys right now.
It's over the 3. Yeah, I mean, I know why you say that because there's a lot more upgrade paths on the 2.
Yeah, partially that, and I kind of like how the 2 drives better than the 3 still.
For sure. From a more like accuracy side of things and potential, I think there's more options now coming out for the 3. Especially if you like JLs, if you like Wranglers.
Right.
Juan Rico, thanks for the $4.99, my man. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
You know, the what the hell's that thing called? Gladiator. When that one comes out, when that thing possibly comes out, if it's not just for rumor, but
yes,
it's probably going to come out because that looks like a finished photo.
That's a box.
That's a box, right?
I mean, that would be one heck of a Photoshop if that
it would.
Real.
I mean, even with the factory seal stickers over it and all that.
Yeah.
Funny story. I still have a small strip of 4 like brand new Axial factory seal stickers, like still on the peel.
Nice.
No idea what I'll ever need them for, but still.
When you send something to me, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I saw Rich posted today on his Instagram that one of the guys has a full-size tech sticker on his Jeep, like it's a real Jeep.
That's fantastic.
I was like, get me one. Send me one of those. I want that.
That is amazing, actually.
Yeah, that's really funny.
I like whoever that guy is.
Yeah. It was like, that's like such a classic kind of goofball move. Right up my alley. What tires, JT Speed Shop, what tires are those on the SCX-10 behind me? Well, of course, they're the Wrangler MTR tire from RC 4-wheel drive in the 4.75 height with Crawler Innovations Lil Nova foams in there, I believe. My favorite tire.
Yeah. I mean, you should really diversify your tire choices, you know.
I have some other ones around. Oh, no, that's got those as well.
Right. No, I'm just saying that because I do the exact same thing, but with just a better tire. So.
Oh, yeah, I know. You love your, which one? These ones, right? The KM3s?
Yeah, no, God, no.
Well, you don't like the KM3? Why not? Oh, sorry. KR2s.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, still not. Wait, are they called KR2s? Yeah.
Yes, the Crawler KR2.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Crawler TAs, but yeah, KR2. Is it just because of the lug spacing? Is that why you like them so much?
I like the lug spacing, and I love the real crawlers.
Gotcha.
So, like in off-road, those are what always were the nicest thing to use.
Yep. They are a good tire. I like them a lot. They survived the 50-foot drop.
I used the 1.9 or the 4.19 KM3s, and they were okay. Didn't love them though.
Do you like these ones? Here's the same tire, but just small.
Baby crawler.
Yeah, the baby ones.
I do. I just got those the other day because I think I'm going to use them on my trailer when I finish it.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, that'll be perfect for that one actually.
I had also
suggested the other side. You don't like the 155, so never mind.
No, never a 155. You're correct. Those I think are going to be a great fit for that. So I'll go that route there. But and there's no other situation where I'm going to use a class 0 tire. Like
no, not for you anyway.
It's just not going to happen.
I'll say it again just because there's probably different people in here. Digital Mike, if you're watching, you won the van body. So get in touch with me, Matthew at scalebuildersguild.com. Congrats.
Yes. I actually got a van body the other day too that I need to give away.
No, I do not have that Banggood 8x8 anymore. I sold it to GCM Racing, and he made it a lot better. So go over, check it his channel. He does a whole transmission swap on that one.
Oh, really? He did a trans swap on that thing?
Yeah, he put his scale accurate doodad in there. Made it actually a lot better.
I was just trying to think. I went to the plastics store yesterday.
Uh-huh. Get yourself some Lexan, did you?
Yeah. Well, I went there for that. That's how it started, right?
Right.
It was like ooh, they had a 4 foot by 2 foot sheet of 030 Lexan, like $25. Not bad.
That's pretty good. That's not bad. I can do better. I can do better.
So I was like, that'll be fine. If I got a 4x8, obviously would have got a lot more for my,
yes,
you get a lot more for your money. But it's like, that's still fine. But then what I fell for was the scrap bin. And they cut everything into size though. So I was like, I was thinking, and I needed to measure. And I think that the pieces of scrap that I got are going to be just too small to cut a new piece of what I need, which that's what I was thinking. But I don't know. They were $1. Anything under a 1/4 inch was $1 each.
Wow.
And I bought so many 8-inch squares of plastics I don't even know what kind of other ABS, and they're
this is all for your Stepcraft, right?
I'm gonna cut stuff. I'm gonna be routering things. Yeah,
just got another. That's gonna be fun. I was pretty jealous of you cutting that front splitter out. I will say, because I have to do all that stuff by hand, which is a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, and the thing is like doing it once isn't too bad. It's like, kind of sucks. But when I wreck that thing, and I know I'm going to, doing it again and again, like that's going to suck. So
yeah,
then but the nice thing was I did that all in Fusion. So I made that whole front air dam, the Lexan air dam that bolts to the whole front structure. I made it as the sheet metal part. So I click a button and it just flattens it all out and gives me a flat template with all the hole locations.
What?
It pre-drilled all the holes for me and everything.
That's so cool.
Took it out, goes right out, done.
That's amazing.
That's exactly what happened to STL Sunday. Who's asking? I was 3D.
You were fiddling.
3D printing and designing, but it was on that project, and I was working on the router, and I was just like, I'm gonna stay focused. So
good for you, Josh. Sometimes it's nice to just take a little break.
Right.
I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but I will take a break at some point from the live streams and the videos and stuff. I was just drawing up my next t-shirt idea because this one's pretty awesome. JDM JDK came up with the idea of doing a Jeep front grille silhouette, but it says Toyota underneath it. So I quickly drew it up because I think that one's going to be really popular.
Wow.
I'm single-handedly going to piss off everybody.
Yeah, your copyright claims are just going to roll in a stack.
Or I'll put like Cadillac underneath it or something. That's a great idea, JDM JDK. If I ever make that shirt, look me up and I'll get you one for free, because that's a really funny idea. I like it. Maybe if it just says Yoda, I could get away with that, right?
That would be better, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I think so. Especially, and it would actually even work better because it'd be 4 letters, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's probably why he mentioned it.
Right.
That's really funny, though. And I'll do I'll do 5 slots in the grill or something.
Yes.
So it's totally wrong.
You didn't bet it is too brittle. No, yeah. What the material that I had, did I say plexiglass? I meant polycarbonate, and it was like it wasn't a Lexan. It's a very brittle material, not like a normal Lexan. You can find it often at like Michael's and things like that. Like if you ever see their sheets of polycarbonate or Lexan, like, and you try and cut it with Lexan scissors and it just splinters and cracks. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is or whatever, but
that's not Lexan.
No, it's not. It's not the same thing. It's not like what we're making. So I went and bought actual decent quality polycarbonate that has got some good flexibility to it. Easily handles the bend that I need.
If it doesn't say Lexan on the label,
right,
it's not Lexan inside.
Crystal styrene is what they said that it might have been.
Ew.
So, yeah. So that's the route I'm going, and I'm just gonna, if I need, like, it's the bends are so soft on what I'm doing, like they're big radii, and I don't think that it'll have any problem with the decent material. So that's on that might actually be what I work on tonight after this stream.
I'm gonna get printing tonight after this is over, because that way it'll be done before my next work session tomorrow. Because
I just need
the last thing any of my clients want to hear is yeah.
You can turn RTX on during your
That's true, and I probably will if it's not done. But I find that Cura is always a little generous in its estimations of how long things are going to take.
Oh yeah, I guess I haven't really noticed.
Like it'll say 13 hours, and you're like, oh, that's so long. Ugh, I don't want to print that. And then you do it, and it's like 8 hours, 9 hours.
Oh, I see. It's on the long side of its estimations. I see. Okay. So, use a heat gun. Yeah, I could easily use a heat gun too, just to help with the bending. I honestly don't think I'm going to have to, but I will. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I've got to reinforce mine a bit. I'm going to use some of this leftover, whatever this material is.
It looks like a fiberglass of some sort.
It's some sort of fiber board. It held up very well on the drag bolt. But I'm going to use some of that to reinforce my splitter on the front.
Aha. Was that the chassis plate from the XO1? No.
No, I used this
front
part is from the XO1.
That was what it was.
I cut it all up to match up.
Right.
These cuts, man. I had to cut all this by myself. Didn't have some fancy robot do it for me.
Right.
I even did like the nice countersunk holes and everything.
Right. Man, that must have been why I thought it was the actual ones, because it was had countersunk. So
professionally done.
Exactly. Yes, Lexan's actually a 3M brand, right?
It is owned by DuPont. 3M DuPont, maybe.
Yeah. One of the you're probably right. It's probably DuPont. I know Delrin is DuPont.
Yeah.
It's the name for acetyl. But
I like the names that they come up with for stuff like that.
All right.
It's cool.
The ones that are so that are grab on and become the Kleenex.
The Kleenex of Lexan.
Right.
No, wait. The Kleenex of polycarbonate.
Yeah.
That's actually, you know what? We just rewrote their slogan for them. Lexan, the Kleenex of polycarbonate.
I thought you just to say you wrote yourself another shirt.
Well,
like, this one's bad.
Styron. The polystyrene of polystyrene.
Oh, Jeremy Burris is saying that he also has the full-size tech sticker. They sold them at Axial Fest Badlands.
Yeah, he said that here in my thing. I was just going to say that. Oh, GE Lexan. Cool. Okay.
GE is like,
interesting.
See,
thank you.
This is why you guys come here, right? You're up on your your trademark names.
Actually, guys, DuPont may have created it, but they sold that patent in 1956 to General Electric Corporation after being bought out by Westinghouse.
This is the worst.
Don't forget about the Lexan Wars of the early 1970s.
Well, yeah.
How's the mat signal working out back there? I see it's still not lit up.
Well, it's not, because it really needs a switch.
Yeah, you should put one in there. Put one of your Q series in there.
Yes.
A timer. You have the Arduino kit. You could just do it.
I do.
I've got one too. Just do it.
I know. Seems
so
like
many
the
bits
worst
in
use
here.
for a timer ever, but.
Oh, hey. Speaking of Arduino, the self-driving project I think might actually get back on the bench at some point soon.
Yes. Are you?
I have some new friends at NVIDIA, and they're sending me a Jetson, which is their AI board, I guess.
Right. Which is fun now that we've made friends in the computer world. Like, what?
Yay!
What do you know?
It is fun. Yeah, they're very. You know what? They're nice people for a bunch of nerds.
Right? Who'd have guessed it?
No, they're really awesome people. Both the people at NVIDIA and the people at EVGA. We kind of talk to them about stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, that sounds like a great project. When can we get started?" Which is always really awesome. It's nice to have that kind of support. They're good people.
Yeah, that's that would be fun. Do you know what truck you're going to try and put that in next?
It's going in a TRX4.
Okay. You're going to put it in a Unimog one?
Yeah. Okay. I think that's a good one for it because there's a lot of space in there. So the board will fit.
Yeah.
The extra, there's a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be getting. Because the Jetson board, you can go way super crazy high end with some of the actual AI portion of it. You can get like the actual LiDAR. You can get a LiDAR scanner thing. So it's like the spinning doodad on top that's like constantly scanning in front of the terrain. So it actually knows the terrain.
Creating a point cloud of everything.
Yeah. It's like, that's pretty sick. I'm pretty excited about that.
Wait. You think the computer guys are nerds?
Oh, yeah. Pot, meat, kettle.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, wow, those RC nerds are a bunch of really nice guys.
Yeah.
For a bunch of
Did you know that these guys who play with cars, like toy cars, are actually still...
They're real human beings.
Yeah. They're not as weird as you thought.
Yeah.
Still weird, but...
Oh, 1 second. Back to the Rock Pirate RC sliders. Did you get a special bonus in your package? I don't think you did. All right, hang on 1 second. Be right back. I don't have to go far, but this requires a bit of effort here. All right. I think we're ready. Arr! Arr! I am a rock pirate. You didn't get one of those, did you?
Wow.
What's
amazing?
Josh?
Amazing.
What's a pirate's favorite letter? Oh, you'd think it'd be the R, but it's actually the C.
Oh my God!
Yay!
I don't even know what to say to you. I
just appreciate the comedy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was going to be my exact comment.
Shiver me timbers. These rock sliders are perfect. They're made from the same metal as Davy Jones' lacquer. This is the review. We're done.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I'm so happy that we could have this. I swear to God. And on that note,
oh, are we going to end it on that? Okay,
on
great.
that, as Top Gear would say, on that bombshell.
On that bombshell. It's a P because it's only got one leg. That's pretty funny too. I like that answer. Yeah, well, great stuff happened in Monthly Mayhem this week. Josh went 54 miles an hour.
54.
Wow. I went 43? Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I'm only 11 miles per hour behind. But that's because I didn't have the overdrive gears in. I swear to God, that's all it was.
I feel like we're going to see the gap next week tightened up considerably. Now, we're both going to go to 4S.
Are we? I was considering not going to 4S or
I had
doing
said that in my
runs.
video as well.
Yeah.
I had considered just leaving the 3S in and tuning.
Yeah.
But I know damn
you
well
won't
that
be able to resist.
I said that. But
I mean, I got the battery right here. I might as well just put it in.
Like, that's going to be I'm going to put the 3S back in. We're going to test, and I'm going to, I'll bring the 4, and I'm just going to put the 4S in.
Yeah, and I mean, I've also got 2 3S batteries just in case.
Now, I think I'm going to try and I'm going
to see how fast, like, it's going to go well beyond 63 on 4S. I think there's no way that it won't.
I was talking with Holmes on wattage limits because that's really where the motor is. That's where the limit of the motor is wattage.
Yes.
So, and he was just like, yeah, I know you're just adding a cell, but, and he was walking me through all of the things that I needed to watch. And of course, I don't want to let that info out, but, to you. So,
Okay, I'll wait for you to melt it, and then I'll just dial it back from there.
My plan is I'm gonna go 4S. I'm going to. I don't know that I'm gonna change the gearing because I think my motor temps were in control. But I'm going to stay very diligent to not just make runs without checking, cooling, checking. That's
because what we're doing is really not. It's not designed for this kind of setup in any way.
So I'm gonna be careful there, but I'm not saying the last week, no matter what, I'm not 6S. Like,
oh yeah,
at least one. Like, it's
the batteries are going to be charged. They'll be ready to go.
Yeah,
just make sure you're not in a like grassy, dry area.
Yeah, I know. That's the.
And the Stabby Josh just goes 8S, 8S, 8S.
I'll say this: I didn't buy 2 4S packs.
No, neither did I. I only bought one. So, I'm not doing the 8S is not going to run through this car.
I mean, if it like takes 6S and there's nothing that happens, like it's perfectly fine. The motor temps are still good. Like,
we'll consider
maybe I'll run to the hobby shop and pick up another. It's not going to happen.
No,
but maybe.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, but I'm probably not going to do it, but I might do it.
Yeah, like,
Could I borrow a 4S Traxxas battery from a hobby shop? I just need to see if it's going to fit.
Exactly. Be right back. I'm just going to go right out here.
It won't be long. I won't go far. Do you have a lot of like run up to this hobby shop? You're like on the phone. You're like, so like, how big is the driveway there? I'll be right back. All right.
Done.
I think that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the currency donations. That was very kind of everybody. Yes. Not necessary. Solder everywhere and meltdown. So that's my life. Yeah, solder everywhere.
that's a real life concern.
Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you again next week.
And many times
we will be here
before then.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Later, guys.
Take care.